And now she's doing baptism. Now she wants to try and evade blame even more. She tries to cover it up rather than getting to the root. And speaking of roots, she wants to be tracing her damn roots. And now suddenly she's Afro-Latina. But what you need to be doing is tracing your damn roots to the trash can, because that is where you belong. I've had enough, guys. And today I'm about to go in on Miss EVELYN Lozada.
You stupid bitch. Try me if you want to.
You lucky. Oh, you lucky. You about to get it.
You will forever be a bum.
And you'll forever be a hoe.
Hey guys, it's Morali. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Murad_Morali. I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe. Let's get into this video. We have got so much to talk about. EVELYN is probably one of the most known people from this franchise, but yet again, that is nothing to celebrate because clearly this particular individual is very problematic, very troubling, and just very confused in general when it comes to her life. I don't believe she even knows what she's doing. She thinks she does, and she likes to cover things up. And I want to get into this analysis because she is somebody, you know, who likes to cause a lot of issues and then pretend that they don't exist or pretend that they, you know, aren't going on, and she covers them up very easily. Iyanla situation, that was the first step that she took, and the second step was suddenly tracing her roots back and, you know, providing all of this information, and suddenly she's trying to disembark on this journey of fixing this kind of image that she's so effortlessly trying to portray, but it's not coming off as effortlessly as she thinks. And now she's being baptized as well. This is an absolute mess, and she continuously does not want to get to the root of the issue. She cannot. She thinks she's doing so because it's an easy way out. It's a cop-out. The door is there, child. You can just open that door and you can go through, or you can sit down and question what is actually going on, go to group therapy, understand the situation. But we don't have this going on with her at all, because she displays a trait of such aggression, such anger, and then when accountability comes into the fold, she then likes to run away. She goes away, blames somebody else, or says, now I'm doing this, now I'm going through this phase, this is going to help me, and you know, it becomes a catalyst for even more aggression and abuse in the further future years. EVELYN has not changed. EVELYN is not going to change. She will attempt to think she can and play that to the public because it helps to fix her image, but that is all Miss EVELYN Lozada cares about. EVELYN Lozada, I feel like, is somebody who also is very racist. And Lily was no damn kind of excuse for you to be saying to Cece, you know, mocking her by the nail shop girl. And obviously Malaysia was trying to explain that. The fact that Malaysia was even explaining that and not even stopping her clearly shows that, well, we already know her, she's lost. Malaysia's been lost.
I have a problem with you, Lily. What's Lily?
The nail shop girl.
But when it comes to EVELYN Lozada, you know, to have this kind of rebuttal when you're having a conversation with somebody at table, and the fact that you even said so is disgusting within itself. But another issue when it came to that scene is that nobody stopped her, nobody tackled it, nobody questioned it, because EVELYN holds two words: a lot of group power. This is the dynamic, and it completely changes when she's in the circumference. She holds a lot of group kind of power, and this group power effortlessly becomes a catalyst for her to become a bully. And that is the kind of route that I wanted to get to when it came to this point. EVELYN is obviously one of the biggest bullies. It all links together when it comes to, you know, the racism that she elicits, ties down with the group power, and this kind of group power allows her to become a bully with the kind of emotion of aggression.
Too motherfucking bad. I don't hide behind the closet. If you don't like me, too bad. I'm gonna punch this bitch in her face because she's sitting in front of me and she's lying.
Not only is she a bully, she is the most aggressive individual on this damn show.
Don't do anything. Don't let her.
And I think it's an absolute disgrace. You must be embarrassed to even look in the mirror and to know that you are a bully on a show. You have thrown bottles on people, full-on glass bottles. You have thrown drinks. You have jumped on people. Ex-friends that you've obviously clearly controlled. If you can't control people, they can't be around your circumference. They have to, you know, be in your way, in your space. And then you want to donate to charity. You want to get emotional about charity and charity and charity. But then you display an exact opposite form of behavior of the one that you were attempting to display. So which one is the real you, EVELYN? Of course, the person who is troubled, who's aggressive.
Existence is a lie, and I will stand by that. This whole Barbie doll
As somebody who obviously comes from a bad childhood, I feel like majority of people carry a lot of childhood trauma. Whether you come from a very bad childhood or not, you will carry it because it's a very impactful time of your life. That's just everybody. That's just a human tendency. But I feel like we can definitely see that when Evelyn displays her aggression and she gets very emotional in doing so, you can tell that she's carrying a lot of childhood trauma from when she was young. And unfortunately, this was trauma that she thought she would have solved, but she hasn't. And now the police are coming. Evelyn, they're coming for you now. EVELYN LOZADA isn't a colorism enabler. I would definitely not say that she is a colorism enabler. She is a colorism inducer.
Capable of? That's aggressive. That's aggressive. This dinner is making it crystal clear what I have known for a long time.
You stupid bitch. Try me if you want to.
You lucky. Oh, you lucky. You about to get it.
You will forever be a bum.
And you'll forever be a hoe.
She is the individual who is literally injecting this kind of disgusting behavior that we are seeing in this group dynamic because of the massive group power that she has. And she's been doing it with OG, but not just OG, she's been doing it for a while with many other individuals on the show as well. But OG was the only one to tackle it in a proper way with the power of social media. And again, with her monkey faces and what she was doing and what she was saying, that she's ugly, she's this, and thinking that she could obviously fight her back. Of course, that did not take place because OG was somebody who did not let it go, and evidently OG won that entire situation, that entire stuff. But yet again, Evelyn has that powerful group power, which is why OG had to sit in a different room, because Evelyn, everyone wants to bow down to her. She's the one who can say things and run things. I don't think Shawnee is as powerful as people think she is. Yes, she's an executive producer, but Evelyn is actually the one that is really controlling everything, I feel, and she is the individual. And this kind of duo between Evelyn and Shawnee, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over these two. Pinky and the Brain, I'm really over both of them. I feel like these two are very irritating, bullying people. We have Shawnee, who enables a lot of colorism, but we also have Evelyn, who induces it a lot more than people think. And it really is disgusting. She's obviously very racist, I believe, and very colorist. But then she goes into these radio shows and talks about how she's Afro-Latina, she's this, she's got her traits, she's baptized, the Inyala stuff. She continuously tries to fix the image on a temporary basis because she feels that could be the only answer, because she does not know how to change herself. She does not know. She has no idea. She doesn't even know that she's problematic. That's how deeply seeded these kind of sociopathic tendencies actually are when we actually analyze her characteristics. She has been very problematic, which is why she's TV gold, reality gold from that respect. But at the same time, I feel like this is somebody who's probably the most annoying person on the show. She thinks she's everything, but she really isn't. She likes to play the kind of, I'm the bigger person than you kind of role on a temporary basis with some people. But I feel like it doesn't last long because we see the real character of Evelyn coming out. We see her coming out.
Leave her alone. And here comes Evelyn, chasing me with some sort of a stick or something.
Oh, shut up, man.
And there goes Tumbelina.
She is a colorism inducer. I feel like she's also very racist. I feel like she is a bully. I feel like she's very aggressive on this show, and I just feel like she's overplayed her character, and I feel like she needs to leave because she had her own damn show that obviously cancelled, so she came running back to this one. And this whole situation with OG, I really hope it doesn't return for next season. I really hope it doesn't, because I feel like it's never going to end. And I feel like her relationship with Jennifer is very on a temporary basis, and I feel like she has used her quite a lot, and she's also been very immature with how she is. She's very playful, very high schooly, like a child.
But you guys wait. But the way you were explaining,
she acts like a child within those moments of those aggressive kind of relations, situations, the emotions. Whenever she's in those moments and she's saying stuff, it's as if she comes back to her childhood from the way she acts as a high school kind of typical bully.
I wasn't gonna do anything to Cece. Well, OG.
Girl, that's the kind of stuff that I get from her. Somebody who never really has grown as a human being and is hurting inside. And I feel like it's something that, is unfortunate, but, we see it alongside her. She just continuously embarrasses herself. And this season was definitely one of the most lowest points of her career, of her entire life. And I kind of have sympathy for her because she's just very confused, but at the same time I despise her very strongly because she is a colorism racist bully, and I'm just tired of this. I'm really kind of tired of it now, and I feel like somebody needs to really address it in a proper kind of 10-minute related analysis kind of video of all this kind of alleged stuff that I'm saying when it comes to her character traits. It's sad because she has no idea how to control that kind of aggressive behavior. Once she's in that spat and she's in that kind of moment with somebody and she's irritated with them and she's arguing with them, there is no boundary for her. She will go to any length that she wants to until she is satisfied. And this kind of behavior is very troubling and it's very, very worrying. And I feel like she must have developed, you know, kind of poor attachments as she grew up to develop this kind of behavior, because you can either go both ways. You can go to a way of solitude or a way of aggression. And I find it to just be very interesting. Let me know your thoughts are of this very, you know, quick 10-minute video of this analysis of EVELYN LOZADA. Do you guys have any other points to add? Please do comment down below. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are on EVELYN. Do comment down below, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.